Hey guys, this is my second F-Zero GX tutorial. I just want to cover MTSing, or Momentum Turbo Slide. It's a technique in the game where you can gain a lot of speed that you wouldn't be able to do normally by turning, by doing some big turns in this game. So I'd like to cover that off. So I hope this could be helpful to some new players. I guess from personal experience, MTSing is it's probably one of the most helpful strategies in this game in speedrunning, but it will take a long time for you to get used to. Like for me, I found the controller input to be very confusing. It will feel pretty awkward trying to do this at first, but I hope that my explanation could make it a lot easier for you to understand. So I'm just gonna start off some save states over here. So right now we're at Lightning Loop Cross. This stage is heavy MTSing. So you wanna, before you even begin to start to MTS in this game, you have to pick a machine that has, low grip, and you have to put it into max speed, like you should. It should always be max speed, but you have to choose the right machine first. So the machine that I'm playing on right now is called Quick Start G4. Now, you probably won't have the correct parts for that machine because there are some parts of this machine that are like AR parts. But you can unlock them if you use a Game Shark code or something. It's pretty easy, just to put that cheat code in. And if you don't want to use a custom machine, you could use like the normal machines as well. Like you can use Black Bull is probably the best machine to use MTSing. So you can use Black Bull, you can use Quickstar. I'm sure you can use other machines, I just can't think of it right now. There's a lot of resources online to help you out. But anyways, once you pick the correct machine, and once you have all of that sorted, you want to pick a track that's going to be really helpful for MTSing. So Lightning Loop Cross is one of them. So now, I'm just going to start playing. Now, once you reach this big turn in the right, you probably, what you would probably do is, if you've never done an MTS, is you'll just start doing a drift turn, because that's what the game told you in the instruction manual. Like, hold L and R and accelerate and turn right or left, and you do a drift turn. Now, drift turning is cool and all, like if you're not that good at the game, and if you're just starting out, if you're trying to beat story mode or trying to beat like Grand Prix mode in Master or something, like that could be helpful. But from a speedrunning perspective, it's really slow, and no speedrunner ever uses drift turns in the GX community anyways. So I just want to show you a demonstration of how fast an MTS is compared to a drift turn, and then after I demonstrate it to you, I'm going to explain the input and how you could do it yourself. So first up, I'm just going to do a drift turn, the ones that you're most used to. Now pay attention to the speedometer in the bottom right corner, and yeah, you will see what I mean. So drift turn is the first one, so I'm holding L and R. It doesn't last that long. It's bad. I only went up to 1400. It's not that good. However, I'll do an MTS and I'll show you how much speed that you can gain. Oh wow, look at that, I broke 2000. At the end of that, I was exiting like around 1800. Like, what a difference. Now, I'm sure you want to do that too, so I'm gonna tell you how. But yeah, okay, it's gonna be a little confusing to start off with, but what I want you to do is to let go of the A button when you're in MTS, it's the same as emptying, where you decelerate slower. That's the first part, and the second part is you want to let go of the trigger button of the direction you're turning in at the same time as you're letting go of the A button. Now, I'm just going to explain the inputs as I'm doing it. So I want to start doing a drift turn for like a split second, so the machine would sort of like turn whatever direction I'm going at. But at this case, since I'm going to MTS to the right, I will hold L and R, and I will hold A, and I will put the stick to the right as if I'm just going to do a normal drift turn for a split second. But that will just initiate the machine to turn right. And then once the machine is pointing, I want to let go of the A button and I want to let go of R at the same time. So literally the only buttons or things, inputs I'm going to be holding in my controller at that point is L and right on the control stick. A and R I'm not going to be touching. I'm not even going to be touching it. The only times I'm going to be touching any other button is I'm going to be tapping R on the controller to sort of like straighten myself out, so I won't like bunk into the wall on the right. But yeah, I'll show you. So you drift, and then I let go of A and R, and I'm just tapping R like a little bit while I'm holding L and R. I mean L and right in the control stick. So what happens is the machine loses grip, and since I'm not accelerating, I'm not holding A, my deceleration is going to be way slower. And since I'm losing grip and I'm just going right, I'm just going to gain a ton of speed when I'm turning. So I'll do that again. Let go of R and A while still holding still holding L and right on the control stick, and you just gain a lot of speed. Now if you want to MTS to the left, for example, it's the same concept, except you swap what you hold on the trigger button. So you will still be letting go of A, but instead of letting go of R while turning, you want to be letting go of L. So the only buttons that you will be holding is left on the control stick and R on the controller, and you will let go of L and A. So something like this. I'm gonna bump into the wall, but yeah, you gain a lot of speed by just doing that. It's not really like a good explanation. It's sort of hard for you to learn from, I guess, my commentary. It's something that you would have to practice, something that you have to put in practical use. You will only learn from, like, you know, experience and, you know, just practice and practice. You gotta like physically try and do it, but yeah, you just gotta like go at it. I got like some other save states as well. You can initiate an MTS into different other ways in the game. It doesn't necessarily have to be in turning. So in this example, you can MTS into a rail. Now what happens when you do that is you would typically do it when you're at the final lap and when you're just about to finish, because when you MTS into a rail, the machine sort of like grinds into the rail, but it doesn't slow down. It actually gains speed, which is really weird for, like, I guess, you know, racing games in general, right? Because if you played any other racing game, that would just slow you down and you'll probably just crash and die. But in this game, it's the complete opposite. So what happens is once you MTS into the wall, into the finish line, you're gonna like be saving like 2 or 3 seconds. It's like, it's not that much of a time save, but in a speedrunning context, you know, you always want to save some time. So, you know, MTSing into a wall is really easy, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's the same input. So in this example, since I'm gonna be grinding in the left rail, I will initiate the MTS and I will let go of the L and the A button while still holding left on the control stick and R on the GameCube controller. So something like this. So you'll see how much speed I gain. Well, I went up to like 20 something, but you can do it a lot better. So like, yeah, you can see the speedometer is really fast, but if you do it really well, you can just glide yourself to the finish line. So it takes some practice to do, but you can get really good at it. So that didn't go well. Hold on. Yeah, I guess you get the point, but I just want to see if I can do a really good one. Yeah, that's a bit better, but yeah, really good ones just grind and glide across the railing without like any bouncing, and it saves a lot of time. So my last example is Sand Ocean. I forgot what this track is called. I haven't played this game in so long. Sand Ocean Surface Slide. Yeah, that's it, Surface Slide. And I'm using the machine Black Bull, which is a machine that you should have already if you played the game. If not, you can just buy it off the F-Zero shop. But yeah, with Black Bull, it's extremely easy to MTS with Black Bull because Black Bull has like the lowest. It's just lowest grip. It's like the most slipperiest machine to play with. It's just you lose grip like easily. Like I'm just rocking this stick back and forth, and I'm already like sliding. But my point is, in Sand Ocean Surface Slide with Black Bull, you can save so much time by just MTSing in these really wide turns at the end of the track. So I just want to do an example of that, just to show you how much time it could save. So just remember, same concept. If you're MTSing to the left, you wanna initiate this sort of like the slide, and then you want to let go of the the R button, and you want to hold left on the control stick and let go of the opposite direction of where you're gonna go on the trigger button, and then let go of A. So like that. So I went up to 1800 there, which is, you can't normally do that. If you do a drift turn, you'll only be going at like 1400. You can also do like some MTS chaining, but that's a bit more advanced. Like, I might cover that in another video. But MTS chaining is essentially like MTSing like into side attacks, and then you gain a lot of speed by doing that. But that's a bit more complicated. I might cover that in a later video, since the explanation will be pretty long. So you can just boost, and you'll see how much speed I gain here. Like, wow, look at that, 2300. Jeez, super fast. Yeah, but on this track is really difficult because since the track is like, it's not level, it's sort of like has a hill in it. You could fly off the track, or you can crash into the railing. But yeah, like for this one, you MTS to the right, just lose grip, let go of A, let go of R, while still holding L and right in the control stick. And you could do an MTS here. So let go of let go of L and let go of A, while still holding R and left control stick. I can just do a suicide finish if you want. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There isn't really much to show off. But yeah, I hope this video is helpful. MTSing is pretty complicated. The things that you just have to remember is you would never want to hold A. And one last thing I want to note is if you want to finish the MTS, all you have to do is just hold A again, and then like rock the stick back to where it is. So I guess in this example is to exit it without like screwing up, you just want to hold A and then rock the stick back to the middle. I guess that's how you would do it. So if you want to stop doing this, just hold A. You just have to hold A again and just turn your engine on, and whatever direction the machine will be facing, it will face that direction and the grip will come back. So yeah, that's all you really have to do to end the MTS. But yeah, that's all you really have to do when you're MTSing, is just to lose grip and then tap A. To whatever direction you're facing, you regain your grip and you save a lot of time in turning. So yeah, just go at it, practice, just keep on doing that, and you should be sweet. Okay, so I hope this video helped you out, and yeah, I'll try and make some more tutorials. I was thinking of doing an MTS chaining tutorial next, so stay tuned for that one. Cheers, take care.